Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your host, Kimberly Magnus.
Hello and welcome to the Hunger Games Biggest Fan Awards. I'm your host, Kimberly Magnus. Many people claim to be the biggest Hunger Games fan, but this is the only show where they can prove it. Let's meet the tributes that are competing tonight for the title of Biggest Fan of the Month.
Hi, I'm River. I'm from Arizona, and something interesting about me is that I've been to Disney World 13 times.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm from Kansas, and a fun fact about me is I've done archery for the past 4 years.
Hi, my name is Denny Michael Bidronsky. I'm from Florida, and something interesting about me is that I was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome.
Hi, my name's Ella. I am from California, and I have gotten stitches in my foot 8 times.
All right. Hi, I'm Hunter Ott. I'm from Wisconsin, and I won a national talent competition in Milwaukee.
Hi, Kimberly. I'm Shannon Wynett. I'm from Spokane, Washington, up in the Pacific Northwest. Prettiest place on earth. Something interesting. I was born in a car.
All right, hi, I'm ASTRID Victoria. I am from Bradenton, Florida. It's beautiful here. And I'm a singer, actress, and model, and won overall child singer at the age of 12 in a talent competition.
My name's Hannah. I'm from Texas, and I'm an actor. I do acting. I go to an acting class, and I do archery. That's kind of off topic, but I do archery too.
Hi, I'm ORIANA Riley. I'm from Philadelphia's Main Line, and I do adventure running in the woods, yet I've never broken a bone.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Norrain. I'm from Fredericksburg, Virginia, and I'm a competitive figure skater for the South Atlantic region. I've been skating for about 9 years now, and I model for Wilhelmina, Philadelphia.
All right, well, welcome to all of our tributes, and may the odds be ever in your favor. Let's now meet our distinguished and all-around awesome judges. Crystal Watanabe is the owner of the Hunger Games fan site, jabberjays.net, and won first place in a national Hunger Games trivia challenge where she won a gold Mockingjay pin.
The owner of jabberjays.net. We have a staff of 18. We have a podcast called Jabbercast. My auntie first gave me the book. I don't know, it changed my life after that.
Our next judge is Jackson Sharp, who is a freelance Hunger Games writer and was in the first Mockingjay movies with his twin brother as a District 5 rebel, and he was also a stand-in actor for Woody Harrelson. Are you excited to see how these tributes will compete tonight, Jackson?
I'm ready to see what these tributes know. Hopefully they brought their A game to this Hunger Games. It's very serious and we're gonna have a good time, but if you didn't bring your A game, you're going home.
We have Dr. Amy Sturgis. She teaches the Hunger Games at the undergraduate and graduate level, and her article, Not Your Parents' Dystopia, won the 2015 LA Press Club's Magazine Column of the Year. She's lectured on the Hunger Games throughout North America and Europe, and has written for scholarly journals on the topic.
I consider myself an ACA fan. I'm an academic, but I'm a fan too. So I feel at home here, and I'm hoping that some of our contestants might teach me something along the way.
Thank you so much, judges. We're so glad to have you here. So just to let everyone know, the winner tonight will receive $100 cash and the title of Hunger Games Biggest Fan of the Month. But more importantly, they will be eligible to compete in the Fan of the Year competition. So the winner that will not only receive a cash prize, but an amazing, amazing trophy. It's the Biggest Fan Awards trophy, and it's 15.5 inches tall, plated in 24 karat gold, and is actually made by the same company that makes the Oscars. I'm so excited about it. So it's now time for the first round of competition. The judges are going to ask the tributes a series of trivia questions. The first set of questions is worth 1 point each, and the tributes will have 15 seconds to type in their answers. Okay, Crystal, are you ready to ask our contestants their first question?
What does Mr. Millark bring to Katniss before she leaves for the capital?
Okay, and time is up. Jackson, are you ready to give him your question?
Okay, my question is, where does Katniss get her name from?
Okay, time is up. And Amy, can I get your question, please?
What was the nickname that the other victor/tributes used for Beatty and Wyrus?
And time is up. Okay, Ella, how do you feel about your answers?
Pretty confident. I think those are pretty hard questions that you definitely wouldn't need to read the books of. Luckily, I did read them, but I'm not like 100%.
All right, well, maybe you're like 98%, but it sounds like you're prepared. Okay, Shannon, please tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you about your answers?
I just realized that I spelt a word wrong in one of my answers. One letter off, Kimberly.
One letter off. Maybe you get partial credit for that. I don't know.
Even one letter from the correct letter on the keyboard.
Well, best of luck to you. Okay, let's go ahead and find out the answers to the first question. Crystal, what is the correct answer to your question?
Mr. Millard gave Katniss a bag of cookies.
Okay, let's see which tributes got that one correct. So River, Lauren, Shannon, Astrid, Hannah, Oriana, and Ashley all got it correct. Nice job, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the tribute's answer to question 2. Jackson, please tell us what is the correct answer?
Answer to question 2 is Katniss is named after an edible root from a plant. There's a water plant found in District 12.
Okay, so River, Lauren, Ella, Hunter, Shannon, Hannah, Oriana, and Ashley all got it correct. Good job, guys. Now we're moving on to question 3. Amy, what is the correct answer?
Answer is nuts and volts with a V.
Okay, Lauren, Denny, Ella, Hunter, Astrid, Hannah, and Ashley all got it correct. Good job, guys. Lauren, Hannah, and Ashley are all in first place after that first set of questions. They didn't miss one answer. But now is the time for the second set of questions, which are slightly harder, so they're going to be worth 2 points each this time. Okay, Crystal, go ahead and ask your first question.
What did Mrs. Everdene's family do for a living?
Okay, time is up. Jackson, go ahead and hit us with your question, please.
Okay, my question is, in the Hunger Games, Katniss kills 3 people. Name those people.
Okay, time is up. And Amy, your question, please.
According to the book version of the Hunger Games, who gave Katniss the Mockingjay pin?
And time is up. Thank you, judges, for those really great questions. So Jackson, what did you think about their answers?
I thought some of them were on the right track. I'm glad to see that some of the tributes probably need to be shaken in their boots about right now because some of them are wrong. So, step it up, guys.
Okay, Hannah, would you change any of your answers?
Well, on the second one, I know in the book, Katniss kills 4 people because the District 4 person, she got credit for the Tracker Jacker attack, and it killed the girl from District 4. So I did the 3 that were in the movies, like you said, but...
Okay, well, we'll see how it all pans out. Shannon, you look a little concerned there. How you doing?
I'm a little nervous about the first one, just because I didn't answer it correctly.
Okay, so you're one question down, but you have 2 others that might save you there. Crystal, what is the correct answer?
correct answer is apothecary, but I mean, I guess I would accept medicine because it's the same thing.
Jackson, what is the correct answer?
3 people, and I was talking about the movies, so some of the tributes are trying to upstage me one, so kudos to you. I was talking about Glimmer, who, yes, was killed by the Tracker Jackers, and then Marvel, who was killed with an arrow to the chest, and then Cato, who was put out of his misery when the Mutts were attacking him by Katniss. So, those 3.
Amy, tell us what the correct answer is.
Madge Undersea, the daughter of the mayor of District 12.
Lauren, Hannah, and Ashley are still in first place after the second set of questions. But who knows, anything could happen. We still have one more set of questions to go. This is the last set of questions, and it's the hardest that you're about to endure, worth 3 points each. So it's still anyone's game at this point. So Crystal, do you want to go ahead and ask your last question?
So this is a book question, just to clarify. In the Hunger Games, what do Katniss and Peeta agree to do for each other before Cinna and Portia set them on fire?
Okay, time is up. Jackson, hit us with your last question, please.
My question is a more personal question about Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. So if you're a true fan, you'll probably know it. So they're actually from the same state. So name that state.
Okay, time is up. And Amy, your last question, please.
All right, Jackson's already asked about Katniss's first name. What I want to know is, according to author Suzanne Collins, what literary character inspired Katniss's last name?
Okay, time is up. Thank you, judges. That was a great round. Oriana, how do you feel about your answers?
I felt like really confident in my first answer because I've been like studying the book for the last couple weeks. But then like the second answers, I was just like trying to think back and I'm not so confident about either of them.
All right, well, it sounds like you did your studying, so maybe the first question will be in it for you. Crystal, what was the correct answer?
Peeta says, I'll rip your cape off if you do mine.
So let's go ahead and find out the correct answer to the 8th question.
The correct answer is Kentucky.
Amy, what's the correct answer?
Katniss got her last name of Everdeen from the character Bathsheba Everdeen from the book Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy.
Okay, guys, no one got that correct. Denny, what did you think about the last question?
It's pretty hard because I knew it had something to do with Greek mythology, but I couldn't exactly remember the character's name, so I think it was pretty tricky.
Right, Amy stumped us all. Good question though, Amy. We all learned something new. That completes the first round of competition. Hunter, what are your thoughts about this first round?
I was a little worried on the last 3, but I think that Shannon has done super well this far, and I think a lot of other people have done really well.
Oh, nice. You're sending good vibes out there to everyone. I like that positivity. Okay, so the tributes who will be moving on to the second round are going to be revealed right after this word from our sponsors.
Ahoy, fans of the Hunger Games. Do ye be searching for your next book to read? Do ye be wanting action, humor, and romance? How about one that be teaching you how to be richer than your parents? Then ye be wanting Pirates of Financial Freedom, the first personal finance adventure novel. Don't be a pox-faced, grog-snarfing barnacle brain. Get it today and treasure it forever. Do you like what we're doing here at the Biggest Fan Awards? We're looking for some additional interns, so if you're interested, go to biggestfanawards.com/internships.
Welcome back. It is now time to find out who will be moving on to the second round. These are the tributes who will not be advancing. Denny, Ella, Hunter, and Astrid, you are not the biggest fan, but good job anyways. You did a really great job answering all those questions. And congratulations to all of you who are advancing to the second round. River, how do you feel right now?
That was really exhilarating. I'm not gonna lie, just the anticipation of like wondering whether I will move on or not, but I'm really excited to see what the judges will throw at me, and I'm ready to win.
Awesome. So Ashley, are you surprised that you made it to the second round?
I'm really happy, to be honest. I thought I was like, when I missed like the last two questions, I was like, oh, I'm done for. So, I mean, I'm like really proud that like everybody knows Hunger Games so well, because it's like really cool that we can like all share like this book together, you know?
That is awesome. I'm proud of all you guys too. It is now time for the grill session. This is where the judges are going to take turns asking any question they want, and their goal is to determine whether or not the tribute is actually the biggest fan. Before we get started, let's learn a little more about these tributes by taking a quick look at their audition videos.
I'm the biggest Hunger Games fan because this book has taught me to not be afraid of who I am as a person and to always stand up for what I believe in.
Okay, so I've read all three books 27 times. My very own. And I have my best friend, Ava. I call her friend. We have this thing where she goes eating, and I go, I volunteer! I volunteer!
Besides my striking resemblance to Katniss, why am I the biggest Hunger Games fan?
I'm so excited that you're doing this because I'm the biggest Hunger Games fan there is. I shoot a wooden longbow like what Katniss uses every day. I know edible plants.
Are you an Avox? Or have I just left you speechless? And all these characters are not just fictional people to me. They're my friends who have stuck with me forever, and they help me get through some really tough times.
Hello, my name is Ashley Noreen, and at first I wasn't that hooked because of the title, but once I read it, it was just like love at first sight.
Very nice tributes. We certainly have an interesting and fun cast of characters here. So it is now time to start the second round. River, are you ready to face the judges?
I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Okay, well, good luck to you. Crystal, you can now begin.
Excluding Katniss and Peeta, who is your favorite victor and why?
I would definitely say Haymitch, just because he has such a dry sense of humor, and I can definitely relate to that in that way because I have that kind of humor as well.
In your opinion, what was the most horrifying threat in the clock arena in Catching Fire?
Oh, probably the Jabberjays, definitely because they just get inside of your head, you know, like you don't know what they're gonna say.
Dystopian fiction about worlds gone wrong is all about giving a warning to the audience. Don't go there, stop doing this. What do you think the warning is?
Stand up for yourself, but don't go too far into like attacking other people and attacking the government, because you may end up like the reaping, and like you may end up in that situation eventually if you go too far.
So Haymitch is your favorite victor. I want to know, do you think Haymitch is at all at fault for District 12 having so few victors?
Probably, because such like a drunk guy. So he probably didn't put up much effort, but he saw potential in Peeta and Katniss, mostly Katniss, but so I feel like he upped his game for them, definitely.
How do you feel the Mockingjay book could be improved, if anyways?
Suzanne Collins is just such a great writer. She writes with like such good imagery that you can just picture it, honestly, so I don't feel like there is much that she could improve on.
Time is up. River, how do you think that went for you?
It was a little intense, but I feel like I did good. I feel like I showed my knowledge, so hopefully the judges root for me.
You sure did, and you got through a lot in a little amount of time, so that was pretty impressive. Okay, let's bring in our next tribute. Lauren, are you ready to face the judges?
I am so ready.
Okay, Jackson, please get us started.
All right, this is a very open-ended question, but what movie of the Hunger Games was your favorite and why?
I really liked Mockingjay because it stayed really true to the book.
So you are into archery. So tell me, do you think that Katniss has been a positive role model for women in sport?
Yes, she definitely has. She's the reason why I started, and I think that it's the funnest sport.
Your favorite movie is Mockingjay. What did you think about the decisions that Katniss makes in that movie?
I feel like Katniss was smart, and she took a lot of advice from her family, Boggs and Prim, and I think she was really smart in her decisions because she wanted to protect her family too.
So you said Mockingjay was your favorite, so obviously Catching Fire and Hunger Games wasn't. So why weren't those two the favorite movies? What turned you off to those?
I feel like Catching Fire was missing a lot because it was missing Bonnie and Twill. And the Hunger Games, I really liked that one too, but I mean, it missed some stuff like the death of District 4 girl from Tracker Jackers and all that.
What is the thing you are most anticipating in the final film?
I'm really excited for Katniss and Peeta to get back together and Peeta's recovery from his hijacking.
Time is up. Let's go ahead and bring in our next tribute. Shannon, are you ready?
Woo, I'm a little nervous and shaky, but I'm ready.
Okay. Amy, go ahead.
Imagine that you are a tribute and you're in front of the game makers and you have just a few minutes to make an impact on them before they give you your score, before the Hunger Games begins. What would you do to impress them?
Well, I would run and then jump as far as I could. Maybe there's a cliff or something I have to get over.
What is your favorite book in the series?
The first book. That's what captured my heart initially, and what got me stuck into the Hunger Games, and just the whole reason it kind of changed my life and inspired me in ways. So.
The Hunger Games has a lot of dark moments, but also a lot of comedic relief. What's your favorite moment of comedic relief?
When Peeta is in camouflage, dying in the river, he says, "Don't step on me, sweetheart." When he says, have you come to finish me off, sweetheart?
In the quarter quell of all of the victor tributes, excluding Katniss and Peeta, which one would you most want to be your mentor?
Finnick O'Dare. He's the man, and if he was a real person, I would look up to him a lot.
All right, and time is up. It's time for our next tribute. Hannah, are you ready to face the judges?
Yes, I am.
Crystal, go ahead.
Okay, so it's called The Hunger Games. So Suzanne Collins put in a surprising amount of food for some people that are for a book called The Hunger Games. But have you ever eaten any of the foods that she mentions in the books?
Well, I actually made cheese buns. I ate them. They weren't very good because I burnt them, but I'm sure if someone else made them, it would have been better. But
Okay, I love that you ate them anyways, kind of like the dart that Peeta throws. Anyways, so on a regular day, right here, right now, if you were to receive a sponsored parachute, what would it have in it?
I hope if I'm probably a spile, like in Catching Fire, because you can just like get an endless supply of water, and the trees are drinking it up kind of, so I know it's kind of safe to drink.
You also mentioned that you are into archery. What is the relationship between your practice and your inspiration in the Hunger Games?
It's quiet and it's like fun. It takes your mind off stuff. Katniss is like kind of quiet and stuff, and so is like a bow in a sort of way, because it's just kind of like misunderstood. People use guns, and like the bow's just underappreciated. Like people don't see like the amount of stuff a bow could do.
In your opinion, what is the most important message for young readers to take away from the Hunger Games?
That you have a voice. It's not just the government that has control of everything. That, I mean, right now it's really important because of what the situation we're in right now. But I think it's important for like young, especially girls, that know that guys don't have to save you. Girls are just as strong and powerful as guys, and we all have equal rights now. So just show that, and you all have a voice. You could change the world. I know it's really cliche, but you could.
Okay, and time is up. Let's go ahead and bring in our next tribute. Oriana, are you ready to face the judges?
Ready as I'll ever be.
So Jackson, go on ahead.
So I don't know if you're Team Gale or Team PETA, but is PETA too good for Katniss?
I think actually Katniss is better than PETA. No offense to PETA. Katniss can stand up for herself easier, and like Hannah said, like girls can be stronger than boys sometimes, and Katniss in a lot of ways is stronger than PETA. I think Katniss is the more like self-dependent person.
Can you think of one example where the book version and the film version are different, and tell me which of those two versions you liked better in that particular example?
I mean, I'm using this from one of the previous people, but the Bonnie and Twill, I liked how they showed the cracker, because it was just this simple thing, but it had the symbol on it, which was symbolism, which we're learning in English class actually. But symbolism is like a big part, the Mockingjay pin, and they were just two like random strangers, but they had such an impact on Katniss, and I liked how that happened, and I didn't really like how they didn't include it in Captain Fire.
Speaking specifically about Book, Effie, do you think that she should be held accountable for her role in the Hunger Games after the war is over?
I think she should just be treated as like a regular citizen. Hasn't really done anything bad. I think she was just like kind of absent-mindedly doing it. She's kind of airheaded, no offense to Effie. She's just a role in the Hunger Games, but it's not really her fault that there's people killing each other.
And time is up. Oriana, how do you think that went?
I think it was better than Katniss could do, so that's all I got.
Well, hey, if you can do better than Katniss, I'd say you have good chances to making it to the next round. Good job. Okay, let's bring in our last tribute. Ashley, are you ready to face the judges?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Bring it on.
All right, I like that attitude. So Amy, go on ahead.
Katniss Barbie doll. Good or bad? Inspiring or lame?
Katniss is a persona, right? That's what you're saying. I think Katniss is a very, very, very cool person. I would want Katniss as my friend. I don't think she really pertains as like a Barbie doll person. She gives off an air that she can do whatever she wants, that she can do whatever she chooses to do, like how she causes a rebellion toward President Snow, and also to President Coin for District 13. I feel like Katniss just brings off the air that she's dominant, and that's very good.
Okay, so at the end of the Hunger Games, after, like PETA finds out what happened, what really happened, do you agree or disagree with how Katniss treated him?
I disagree with how Katniss treated him, because PETA was basically like the leading role of keeping Katniss alive, and I feel like she should have been more grateful to him for that. She kind of just like brushed him aside, and they had like the icy treatment, which I did not understand at all why she would do that.
Can you tell me your best memory from going to the movies to watch Hunger Games, Catching Fire, or Mockingjay?
Oh, for the first movie, Hunger Games, I went for the midnight premiere, and I dressed up like Katniss, and I went with 3 of my other best friends, and we did Finnick, Katniss, and then PETA and Gale, and we just sat in the front row, and everybody was staring at us, but it was amazing, so I wouldn't regret it at all.
What do you think is the overall message of what Suzanne Collins would like for readers to do or to be based on the books?
I would say that to stand up for yourself, because I know there's a lot of bullying issues going around, and I feel like the Hunger Games it's not about the whole killing message. I feel like it's about like believing in yourself and having confidence that you can do, and even if it's not possible, like winning the Hunger Games, I feel like you should have confidence in yourself and belief that you can do what you set your mind to, and I feel like that's what she was trying to get out through the books.
Okay, and time is up, and what a grill session that was. Good job to all the tributes. You guys definitely faced some tough questions there. Crystal, how do you think they did?
I think they did really good. I mean, I was impressed.
And what did you think, Jackson?
Yeah, I have to agree with Crystal. I think they could think fast on their feet and really kind of dig deep and pull out some really meaningful answers. I think we got some career tributes here answering these questions. I'm impressed.
All right, and Amy, what are your thoughts?
I agree completely with Crystal and Jackson. The fact that they could come up with answers so quickly means that they have been thinking about these things before. This is really part of their lives, and they've really internalized the messages and the ideas and have strong opinions, and I love to see that.
Okay, well, judges, it sounds like you guys got your work cut out for you. So we are all wondering which tributes will be moving on and which tributes will be ending their journey here. Crystal, have the judges made their final decision?
Yes, we have. It was difficult, but we've got our 3 finalists.
So please tell us which tributes will be advancing to the final round right after this.
We here at the Biggest Fan Awards believe in giving back, so we give 10% of the show's revenue to a different cause each month. We have been saddened and angered by the recent mass shootings, so for this month we are giving the 10% to the victims of these horrible and cowardly acts. Our thoughts and prayers are with them and their families.
Welcome back. We are now going to find out which 3 tributes will be advancing to the final round. All right, let us know who they are.
It's going to be Hannah and Ashley and Lauren.
All right, congratulations to all 3 of you. You certainly deserve getting this far. River, Shannon, Oriana, you are not the biggest fan. It is now time for the final round of competition. In this round, you each will have up to 1 minute to tell the world why you are the biggest fan. America will then vote for their favorite tribute, and the one with the most votes wins. So, Lauren, we're gonna start with you. Are you ready?
I am ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, so your time begins now.
I have been a dedicated fan since the very beginning. I've spent over $700 on merchandise and all that stuff. I've read the series 28 times officially this weekend, and I have my own costume. It'd be a great honor, and hope is the only thing stronger than fear, and maybe I'll be able to in your favor to everybody else in this competition.
All right, good job, Lauren. Okay, Ashley, it's your time. Are you ready to make your case as to why you are the biggest Hunger Games fan?
Yes, I think so. Okay.
Okay, your time begins now.
My name's Ashley, and I think I should be the biggest Hunger Games fan because I grew up with the series since I was 12 years old, and I was having a lot of hard time in middle school when I started. And when I read about Katniss and how she was the main female protagonist, I grew a lot of strength from her character because she was so strong and brave. And I also took a lot of impact from Peeta also as a character because of how kind-hearted and warming he was. So I feel like I grew up with the series a lot and it shaped who I am today. And I also feel like I dedicated so much and I really love the series. And I feel like I can take a lot into the series and I also can portray a lot from it. I will be very honored to be the Hunger Games' biggest fan, so I really hope you guys vote for me and Panem today, Panem tomorrow, and Panem forever. Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. And last but not least, Hannah, are you ready to give your case as to why you are the biggest Hunger Games fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your time begins now.
I am the biggest Hunger Games fan. I introduced myself as Katniss. I know every little detail, like how old was Prim when she got her goat, to like the actors themselves, like who are my role models. Like I can change any song to something that has to do with the Hunger Games. I correct all the mistakes in the movies or they left something out. I always correct that, and my friends have to tell me to shut up because I'm like critiquing everything. I rewatch the trailers and the movies and reread the books all the time. I need a Cat Primrose that came out. She's dead now, but oh my god, just like Prim. I wear my Mockingjay necklace every day. I'm actually wearing my top to my costume right now. I have posters everywhere. I have tons. If there's anything Hunger Games, I have to have it. So I mean, these are just a few examples. I could go on forever. Like why I love these so much. They gave me so much strength, and they made me stronger, actually, as a person. So thank you. Maybe I'll be up in your favor.
Great job, Hannah. Okay, thank you so much, Tributes, for those answers. Now it's time to hear what the judges have to say.
I liked all 3 of them. They all had really great answers. They all came up with really great speeches.
It's really encouraging to see how many, not just one huge Hunger Games fan, there's just so many, and every one of them deserve to win for their own way. You know, I'm a sucker for an emotional appeal. So, you know, Ashley's whole, you know, getting her through middle school, that hit me hit me in the feels.
I loved hearing the words from the books and the films echoed back in their speeches. I love the fact that these ladies don't just love it, they live it. Clearly this has become something that they've incorporated in their lives and drawn a lot of strength and inspiration from.
Okay, well now let's find out who the judges think did best overall, taking all 3 rounds into consideration. Crystal, who do you think deserves to be the biggest Hunger Games fan of the month?
I'm stuck. I think if I had to pick one person, though, I'd have to go with Lauren.
And why would you pick Lauren?
Look at behind her. She's very dedicated. She had really great answers. She scored high in the first round, and just overall, I mean, I feel like she knows her stuff, and she knows why she loves it, and she's got passion. So
she means business. Okay, Jackson, who is your pick?
I feel pressure to pick somebody who's not good with the bow. I don't want to get any, attacks coming my way. But if I have to go with my impression with memorabilia, that's wanting to make my heart lean one way. But if I just stick with my gut, I'm going to say Ashley, because the plug with middle school, I work with kids, and that just gets me right there.
Okay, and Amy, who is your pick?
This is really, really hard because I think all 3 of these contestants are very, very strong. I'm gonna just throw both of my fellow judges out here, and I'm gonna go with Hannah, because I think she really does live this and brings it to her friends and brings it to. She's an ambassador for the Hunger Games, and I appreciate that, and I really love her enthusiasm and would like to see her.
Wow, so each of the judges voted for somebody different. Okay, so what do you guys think about that?
I feel pretty confident still, despite what all the judges said. They all said something for everybody else, and I think that all the other contestants are amazing people, and they did really, really well. So good luck to everyone.
I'm glad personally just to get one judge to vote for me, so that was amazing. All these people on here are like amazing contestants, and it's good to know I'm not the only person crazy about the Hunger Games. I mean, as crazy about the Hunger Games as I am. And so I just really hope these people out there can see how passionate I am about these stories and how much they have changed my life.
I thought overall it was really fair. Jackson, thank you very much for thinking that you really lean towards me. But I think that if I met these 2 girls in real life, we'd probably be best friends with how much we knew about the Hunger Games. So I thought overall it was a really cool experience, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
I'm excited as well. It's very interesting. Now we've heard what the judges think, but they're actually not the ones that get to pick the winner. You at home do. So how can you vote? We want to make the voting process as transparent as we can. So we're going to make a separate tweet for each one of the 3 finalists. To vote, retweet the tweet of your favorite tribute. Whichever one has the most retweets will be the winner. The voting will be open for 1 week. So get on out there and vote. Do you think you have what it takes to be the Hunger Games' biggest fan of the year? Our next show will air in 1 month. So if you want to be on it, apply now at biggestfanawards.com. That's all for today. Be sure to join us next week at the same time, where we will announce the winner. And thank you for helping us honor the most important people in show business, you, the fans. Thanks, and have a great night.